Okay, so here we are at the vise. I've set up my little table vise and I've got my lock in clamped in there, as you can see. And I'm using a TOY43AT for this demonstration. Now I'm trying to set this up with the best lighting possible. I'm using natural lighting here. I tried using the house light, but what I find is it reflects directly off the pick and then you can't read the numbers. So hopefully this is a good lighting once we get this set up. So I'll just show you the key working both ways. Now the reason I wanted to shoot this one is because I've had a lot of requests asking me to pick a lock that's got a standard double-sided bladed key. Now most of my tutorials have been with laser cut keys, picking those kind of locks. So I wanted to do one with this double-sided standard key because a lot of people have been having trouble, especially with the TOY43AT. So what we'll do is we'll put our pick in. Hopefully you can see all the numbers nice and clearly there. And I've got a couple of disadvantages here. One, that the pick is horizontal, so in the real life you would be working vertically, so you'd have gravity at play. And number two, I'm actually picking this while looking through the lens of the camera, so I'm actually looking at my phone screen whilst picking this, which is a bit of a challenge in itself, but let's get on with it. So if we, hopefully that lighting's okay for you. Maybe if yeah, let's go for that. I'll pick it in this direction. Hopefully you can see those numbers okay. So what we're going to do is we'll go just starting from the far end. We'll go first for number 3, which is right on the end here. So again, all we're doing is the usual procedure with this lock and feeling for the solid ones. So any numbers that feel solid with this arm, we're going to pick. Any ones that are bouncy, we're going to leave them alone. So let's start with 3. I'm just going to do this in order. So 3 feels solid to me. So I'm going to push down, and there you heard that click. So that's now bouncy. But because I'm doing this kind of upside down and at a weird angle, I'm not really feeling much of the bounce. So like I said, when you've got this lock vertical, you'll be able to feel that bounce a lot better. So with this lock, it's 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up. So all we need to do, so we've picked 3, so now 4 is on the upper side here. Although it says 4 down there, if you follow the line to the top, that's actually 4, which, as you can see there, if I push, you can see that resistance, it's bouncing back. So what you'll do is just leave that alone. So now we'll go to number 5, which is down. Again, you can see just about see that 5 there. Sorry, I knocked the camera. You can just about see that 5 there and up there. So if you follow that down, okay, 5 feels solid to me. So I'm going to gently push down. And there, you heard that click. So now you can see that little bit of resistance where it's bouncing. So now we go to 6, which is up, because it's all it is 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up. So now I'll go to 6, which I can feel is definitely solid. So I'm going to push that up. If you feel that you can't push this up, it means you've got too much tension on your thumb here, in which case you need to ease off a little bit of your thumb while you push up. But there you go, that's picked. So as you can see, that resistance, that's bouncing. So now same thing with 7. 7's solid, so this is nice and easy, this one, because they're all solid. So just push down. And again, I can feel there's a spring in there, but it's weird because it's kind of upside down, so it wants to fall back this way. So now 8, which is again solid, so I'm just going to pick 8. So that was a little bit tougher to pick than the other ones. I just needed a bit more tension, but fairly straightforward. So now number 9, which is completely solid. So I'm going to push down. There you had that click. Now that's bouncing. and then 10 is completely solid, so I'm gonna pick that. So now you might be thinking, well, why hasn't the lock opened then? Because you've picked all chambers. But what happens is some of the other ones bind up, so every time you pick one chamber, it affects another. So all you do is just go over it again. Don't get frustrated at this stage and think, oh, it's not working, you know, I've picked every chamber, the lock hasn't opened, give up. Keep the tension on and just start again from scratch. See, now 3 is solid. Well, it was bouncing before, so all I need to do is pick that. Now 4 is bouncy, I can leave that. 5 is bouncy, I'll leave that. 6 is now solid, see? So if I push up on 6, that's now bouncing. 7, 7's bouncy. 8 is hard to tell with 8, but I think it's solid, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that. This might be the only one that's holding it. Nope, but that picked, so that's 8 done. Now 9, which is bouncy. 10 is bouncy. See, again, a lot of people get frustrated at this stage and give up, but keep the tension on and go over again. So now 3 is bouncy. 4 is bouncy. 5 is okay. 6 is okay. 7's solid, so it's probably this one. Nope, still not picked, but don't, never mind, that's good. It means that something was holding it, so 7's now picked. 8 is bouncy. 9 is bouncy. 10, again 10's hard to know, but I think 10's definitely picked. So again, start from scratch. 3, 4, so 4's now solid. There we go. See, this is the key with Lishi picking, is never, once you've gone over them over and over again, and you think, why isn't it opening? You know, I've picked every chamber, it's just simply not opening. But all it is you've got to remember, for every action there's a reaction. So every time you're picking one, it's affecting the rest of the lock. So all you need to do is keep going over it. I recommend going, if it's not opening, like once you've picked all the chambers, go over it 10 more times. Go over every single number 10 more times. If that doesn't work, just reset the lock and try again. When I say reset, I mean just pull the pick out of the lock, put it back in and start again. But that really is all it is with this, is patience, and keep going over those same numbers again and again, and you will get there. So hopefully this helps you out if you're trying to pick a TOY43AT. Hopefully, if you found this video interesting, if you found it helpful, give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.